Hey guys! I'm gonna turn this down. Hold on. Hey guys! Welcome back to... Oh, what the fudge? When was that? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. The volume settings are all wacky and weird. Hey guys. Welcome back to X Warlocks. Yeah. You know what? I am going to record this on Halloween and upload it on Halloween because fuck it. It's Halloween themed. Lawrence drops a crate with a heavy thud, then wipes his hands against each other, feeling accomplished yet unaware of my presence.
I think
that's all of the deliveries for today. Maybe now I can finally nap. Lori, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh no, poor puppers. Oh baby boy. Oh. Lawrence turns swiftly to face me, his ears flattened against his head.
Again.
Which I told you 1,000 times. My name is...
I remember.
I know, it's Lawrence. I know it's Lawrence. Just shush. As his ears perk back up, they look so soft, so fuzzy. Just... Oh, I want to rub them so bad. I want to play with them and just... Oh, love on him.
What?
How do you expect me... But how do you expect me to call you by your name if you don't use mine? You do have a point there, witch. Excuse me, so... Alright. His ears twitch a little bit and droop as he looks away. Is he pouting? Is that a pout? I can't tell.
Right.
Okay, I can't hold my back. Sorry. Lawrence makes a noise somewhere between a whimper and a whine as I grab him in a headlock and ruffle his ears to my heart's content. I discover if you scratch behind them, his foot starts tapping, but he grabs me by the shoulders and pulls me away before I can learn much more about that.
What are you doing?
What? As he says.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Lawrence, but your ears, they're so damn cute. I couldn't resist. Ah!
You have to!
Ask first. You can't do that.
Oh, you mean...
Would you even said yes if... No!
No!
My ears aren't a toy. My hearing's a lot more sensitive than yours. Every tap is an echo that reverberates in my head.
Whoa.
Okay, I was trying to imagine what that... Does that hurt? I guess it must be. I guess it must. If I teach you, will you leave them be? Teach me... Oh! You're gonna show me... Oh! Like...
No.
How to have, like... Is that seriously the spell? What big ears? Are you fucking kidding me? That is so a Little Red Riding Hood. Oh my god.
Well...
I suppose that could be useful too.
Right.
They're better to hear with you. God damn it. Now they're God, whatever. I wink playfully at him and he thumps his palm against his forehead. God. Anyway, pay attention. This is how you cast big ears. Sweet! Okay, so I gotta look at my potions.
What big ears?
Oh, what big ears. I didn't think it was possible to improve your hearing through a few easy steps. But with a few simple gestures and magic words, everything is a lot more focused. Otolar. Ear doctors would hate us. I don't fucking know that
That
word.
should do it.
That should have worked. Tell me what you hear. Beetles crawling grass, crows flapping their wings above us.
Good.
Anything else?
Well,
There are glasses clinking near the cafe down the hill from here.
How?
What?
um,
Something's growling really close by. I don't know what that is. That's not you, right?
No.
No, but I don't hear a thing. Lawrence watches the area around us carefully, alert and ready for action. He seems to be taking this seriously. I hear the growl again, and without a doubt, it's definitely coming from Lawrence.
well,
Are you sure it's not you?
Of course not.
Of course.
Hmm.
Go back home. The lesson's over.
what?
But Lawrence,
Watch yourself.
it might be unsafe. A witch that can't use many spells won't be able to defend themselves. He folds his arms and nods affirmingly in his own deductions. Deductions. Not dedications, deductions.
I'll do it.
I'll look into the weird noise myself. Okay, don't get hurt. Lawrence turns to leave. I hear the growling again as he dashes off into the woods. That's when I suddenly realize that was his stomach. Oh. Lawrence! Hey, wait! Come back! It's okay! Maybe I'll bring a box of dog treats. Maybe I'll bring a box of treats or a dog bone next time. Okay, how many potions? I have a bunch of these. Okay. Lawrence will triple for your third choice. Okay, so that. As I was stocking shelves, I heard some students snickering and whispering to each other. Somehow I got the feeling they were up to no good, but couldn't quite make out what they were saying. After improving my hearing, I realized they were both planning a darkness bomb. Let me retry that. After improving my hearing, I realized they were planning to drop a darkness bomb so they could rob us blind. Literally. I had them leave before they could do any harm. When I told Mr. West about the almost incident, he rewarded me for my trouble. Sweet.
Zero.
You know? Hey, Zero. You know?
Yes.
Yes, Bill?
Well,
I've been thinking. You know a lot about me, but I know very little about you.
That's right.
You know very little about everything, Bill. That's why you are in such imminent danger of flunking your exams and getting expelled from Dwemer High.
Speaking of which,
How far did you progress with tonight's study plans? You've been by my side the whole time. You probably know the answer to that question better than I do.
oh yeah.
Do I? In which case, I must warn you that unless you start studying seriously and stop wasting time and asking insane questions...
right.
But that's just it! I fold my arm across my chest in the most exasperated expression I can muster. Zero isn't escaping this time.
Huh?
What?
Like,
Whenever I bring up the topic of your past, you try to deflect it and change the subject.
Do I?
yes.
You do. Zero, you're my oldest friend, and I want to know more about you.
What?
But if you don't wish to tell me anything, all you have to do is say so, and I'll stop, because I respect your privacy. But you just haven't said so, so I don't know. So that's why I keep asking.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't a matter of privacy. He lets out a defeated sigh.
Actually,
The reason I don't like to talk about my past is hardly that glamorous. I simply haven't much of a past to talk about.
What?
But you've been a poltergeist for quite a long time, right?
yes.
For much, much, much too long.
My earliest memories.
My earliest memories were of haunting the north part of the graveyard in... where was it? It doesn't matter. The name escapes me right now.
It
It
was...
was an English quite little village.
I remember.
I remember the vane on the church steeple. I remember the vane on the church steeple agleam in midday, and the sad chimes of the church bell telling the hours to whom time no longer meant anything. His eyes are hazy like the night sky as he reminisces about the distant memories of his past.
Oh.
It sounds peaceful. He whips his head up towards me. My comment must have broken him from his trance.
No.
No, to you maybe, but it was so unbearably boring that it drove me out of my mind.
Eventually.
One fine night I couldn't stand it and left.
Mm-hmm.
I went here. I bounced places, haunting whatever took my interest. Lonely houses, abandoned houses, I should say, since windswept roads, crumbling, unused castles, and dark, quaking tarns. Were you fond of those days?
Not a bit. In the past...
I was light and free, and at a loss, so to speak. I had no direction, and just went wherever the wind blew.
Mm-hmm.
One evening, I wound up here in Halloween Town.
Actually...
I hadn't planned on staying longer than I did anywhere else, but for one reason after another, I was never able to get around to leaving. Eventually, I just got used to the idea of living here.
Like...
Is there anything you miss from where you came from and where you bounced from?
I've forgotten.
If there is, I've forgotten. So, no, I don't think so. I know I missed my friends and family once, but in slow, bitter nights when I was alone. But now, I can't remember their names or their faces, or what they sound like even.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for you, Zero.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, it's alright. A lot of water has flown under those bridges, and a good thing. And that is a good thing at that. I gaze into Zero's eyes, which have become low and smoldering like embers about to die. Instinctively, I reach out to touch him, but check myself at the last moment. Zero observes this with a sad smile. What do your eyes mean?
What?
My eyes, what do you mean?
Well...
That thing holding you is losing its grip. What does that mean?
That means...
It means my memory is weakening in my old age, which is paranoiable, since I've been in Halloween Town long before you were born.
But
You, my dear Bill, are young, and unless your memory starts improving dramatically and with great haste, you will fail your Halloween exams and get expelled from school. Fine. Alright, I got the hint. I turn to my books and huff. Just as I'm about to lift my pen, Zero speaks up.
thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Sure, what? You're welcome, but can I know for what?
Never mind.
Nothing. Never mind. We spent the rest of the night in companionable silence. Okay. Let's use crawl.
It's love, love, love.
I'm not seeing that anymore. I kinda got sick of it. I finished classes early today and didn't have anything else to do, except maybe study, so I thought I would head to work a little early. By the time I reached the shop, Carmilla is already approaching the front door.
Carmilla!
Hey, Carmilla! Oh? You showed up on time, little witch. That's a first. She boops me on the nose and smiles, fanny exposed.
Hey!
I'm always on time! My time, at least. Can't exactly argue with that. But there is no point of us speaking out here in the cold. Let me just... That is a foreign language which I will not try to speak.
Huh?
What? German users, is this German? German, yeah, not users, viewers, my bad. German viewers, is this German? I don't know if it is. I forgot the key at home. Cupping her hands around her mouth, Carmilla calls up. Shouldn't that be crawls up? Calls up to the second-story window.
Herbie!
Herbie, darling, Bill and I have arrived. Let us in. We wait a few seconds for a response, but nothing happens. Is he even in today?
No.
Guess not.
I suppose.
I guess I have no choice to do this. She sighs heavily and presses her fingertips against the brick wall. Then, with momentum, Carmilla launches herself upwards. Hi there! It's such a simple movement, but really efficient. If she wasn't touching the wall, I would say she was flying, but within seconds, she's at the second-story window. Positioned against the windowsill, she taps against it, and then unlocks the window and heads in. After a few minutes, the door opens. Nothing that I can't handle without ease, though it certainly has been a while since I last exerted myself. There we go. I was gonna make the joke, but yep. I gaze in awe at Spider Carmilla. Carmilla. How did you do that? How the fuck did you do that? What even was that? How did you do that? Can I do that? How can I do that?
Right.
What? Whee! I gesture wildly, motioning my hands like a rocket ship taking off. Carmilla chuckles. I'm rather fond of that old trick. I learned it a while back in... What was it, the 14th century? Maybe 15th. One of those two. Carmilla presses a finger to her lips in thought, then quickly waves the issue away.
At any rate.
Nevertheless, it's quite easy. You simply channel your magic through your fingertips and use crawl. In fact, I may be so inclined to show you how.
Please.
Really? Please, I would be like Spider-Man. I look at her with big round begging eyes and a pout for good measure.
Oh, alright.
Alright, I'll teach you how to cast crawl. Sweet! She takes my fingers and in her dainty hands, positioning them against the wall. Carmilla instructs me in the method of blasting off. Or she tries to.
Wrong.
Wonderful.
Great, now go. How do? They're... I can't. They're stuck. My
Like-
fingers. They're stuck to the wall. Help.
Come on.
Hang in there.
Well,
Well, I'm more hanging here, but I get your point. Where are you going?
Worry.
You're not gonna let a little clinginess stand in your way, are you?
Now,
Don't get discouraged. It's only your first try. Keep going. No, I'm like for seriously stuck. Like stuck.
my dear.
Oh. Maybe you're pulling too hard?
Wait,
Think of it like the magnet. You need to. Oh no! Ah! I tried following her suggestion by loosening my grip too much and fall backwards. In a panic, I squeeze my eyes shut. Is this the end of me? Am I done for? But there's so many couples I haven't matched yet, and so many sweets I haven't tried. Ooh, sweets. And
huh?
I'm fine? But it doesn't feel like I'm on the ground. I look up and see a pair of violet eyes. Is Carmilla carrying?
wonderful.
Great. Good. I was in time. I was just in time. Please don't tell me you plan to do that so you could just end up in my embrace.
No.
No, I'm just relieved I'm not flat on the ground. Okay. Such a troublesome little witch.
Now,
Alas, I think that's enough practice for now. We still have to set up the shop.
Right.
I gotta admit, this is definitely useful. Can't count how many times I forgot my keys at home. Now I just need to master this like I've mastered matchmaking. This would be a neat trick for Birdley, wouldn't it? I waggle my eyebrows suggestively. She huffs as she walks inside, still carrying me in her arms.
I don't.
What are you implying? I would never steal. You seem to be stealing me.
Well,
That is simply because a certain mischievous little witch may run off to try again if I let him go. Okay, fair point.
Well,
Carmilla?
mm-hmm.
Do you only use this spell when you forget your keys? Carmilla hesitates for a second, and her fangs lightly press against her bottom lip. As we enter the shop, she gently sets me down on a nearby chair.
Dear.
Sweet thing, the spell's original purpose was secret liaisons with an individual shall we say, very fond of. Others did not approve of us, but we were able to enjoy each other's company in secret.
it's love.
Oh! So a secret couple. Okay, that's very
I
romantic.
suppose.
I guess it was, yeah. Carmilla's smile is touched by a hint of melancholy when she turns away to start working. But if she's distracted, I could... No, backfill. No, no. I could always sneak out to practice climbing on my break.
Come again.
Thanks, doll. Come see us again soon. The instant the last two customers leaves, Carmilla hums cheerfully to herself and locks the front door for lunch. As I'm about to take the first bite of my burger, when she turns to me with a sort of smug satisfaction.
Parched.
We worked hard this morning, did we not? I'm positively parched. I stare with her with my mouth open, a very appealing sight before clamping it shut. Parched?
Oh, you mean...
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll grab your lunch for you. Just hold on. We can eat together. I go to look underneath the counter in case she left a bag, but there's nothing. Quickly I race to the back, but there's not anything in the icebox either. As I return, Carmilla eyes me, full of amusement. Did you forget your lunch as well? Seems so.
Whatever shall I do?
I look back at my own lunch, a leftover burger from last night's supper, and a bottle of milk. I guess I could go halvesies.
Well...
If you need a drink, you can have some of mine. I thrust the unopened bottle towards Carmilla, but she immediately takes a step back, like it's minced garlic, which I'm pretty sure it's not. So what gives? Oh, no thank you, dear. Milk is not quite my tastes. I'm sorry, but you are a fucker. Unless you're allergic to it, milk is like the greatest thing on earth. I love milk.
You know?
It's never really satisfied me, you know? Okay, that's her, you know what? She smiles gently and saunters over me. When I look into her eyes, I see the same spark as when she was looking at customers. It's chilling. I know what she's doing, but her voice is so hypnotic. It almost causes my heart to skip a beat. But, my little darling witch, do you know what would satisfy a thirsty vampire?
Huh?
Please stop my blood. It's bad enough you want to throw me. I guess I could give you some of mine, but you owe me.
Right.
And it better not hurt. You're always full of surprises.
I feel a little embarrassed.
Even when you knew I was up to... Even when you knew what I was up to, oh goodness, I feel a little embarrassed. She glances away and twirls her hair around her index finger.
Well...
Okay, A, we're friends, I'm helping you out, so it's the least I could do, so that's why I'm not feeling guilty about it.
My dear.
You're kind, not to mention 100, but you're also 100% right.
I promise.
I swear to you that I shall only take the tiniest bit, so you're gonna take a drop.
Come on.
Hand, please. I do exactly as she... I do exactly as she asks. With one of her satisfied hums, Carmilla kneels down before me and takes my hand, then gently presses her lips to the back of my palm. I feel a pinch for a moment, then nothing but a little dizziness. Carmilla lifts her head and licks her lips before removing... Hold up. Oh, there we go. Stretched. But before removing a handkerchief from her sleeve, which she carefully wraps around my hand. Red berry with notes of chocolate and cream. You certainly like your sweets, don't you? A, yes. B, how can you tell that from my blood?
I have experience.
I have an experience in palates for such things.
I suppose.
If you're really curious, I suppose I could give you a pittance of my own.
Of course.
A few things upon this earth are quite energizing as fresh blood when you have acquired the taste, of course. It's not blood. Hemoglobin? Hemoglobin. I was gonna try. When you have like something raw, it's not blood. It's like hemoglobin, lubin, limid. Yeah, I was just gonna try to share that, but since I can't remember the full details, I won't. She looks like she has a lot to give up to go, but I don't know about drinking blood. Alright, I'm down for it. Well, if it tastes as good as you say, hello, hurry.
I'm impressed.
How adventurous. I'm impressed.
But,
My sweet little witch, I am hardly serious.
you know,
To drink a vampire's blood is to become one yourself, after all.
Really?
I'm sorry, what?
yes.
Yes, be careful what... So be careful what you agree to, Bill. There may be a number of benefits to vampirism, but you should think them over first.
At any rate,
At any rate, I do know a less physical mean of absorbing energy. It may not be as efficient as blood, but it should provide a pick-me-up in a pinch.
Oh,
You mean like draining psychic energy, right? I waggle my fingers spookily at Carmilla, and she shakes her head, smiling briefly. Something like that, yes. It's a spell called Leech Life.
yeah.
Sounds ominous, but I want to learn it, so let's get to learning.
I'll teach you.
Alright, darling. I'll teach you how to cast Leech Life. Or Life Leech. Sweet. So how many spells do I have? I know I have a lot. Carmilla spends the rest of our break instructing me on how to steal energies indirectly. It's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is lock eyes with your target after casting the spell, and you'll slowly drain their energy. Nice and straightforward. Not even I could mess this up. I could, but yes, but I get what you mean. I haven't had a chance to test it, though. After she showed me, Carmilla wouldn't even look at me. Damn it! The awkward silence stretches between us for what seems like forever. Shortly after our break, a customer finally shows up, and they're wearing a mean face that spells business.
Hey! I want to return this!
I blink, then quietly tap a small board next to the counter sheepishly.
Well,
We have a no returns policy on every product in the store. Sorry about that.
What does that matter? My spell didn't work! I demand to see your manager!
Our eyes meet and we sort of just stare at each other. It takes me a second to gather my nerves, but I decide to put what I learned to good use.
Life Leech!
Life Leech. Slowly the man's shoulders begin to sink and I feel a bit of energy gradually waking me back up. Thankfully, after 5 minutes, he just shakes his head and wobbles off without a
Yes!
word. That's a win for Bill. As I fist pump in the air, I think I catch Carmilla smiling at me out of the corner of my eye. But when I look again, she seems to have vanished. Too unprofessional? Or maybe I should just be careful with the spell, as she told me. Not like I'm going to be leeching the answers to the Halloween exams anytime soon. Alright, so today I went to work, nothing special happened, and I earned a good amount of pocket money. Not what I want. New save. Okay. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, check out other stuff, check out other series on my channel, like League of Legends, Steven Universe Save the Light, Night in the Woods, I started that, Plants vs. Zombies, we went back and I've done 2 Try Not to Laugh challenges, some finished playthroughs and one-offs that I've done are Doki Doki Literature Club, Helltaker, Little Inferno, Tangle Tower, and Soviet Jump Game. So yeah, so with that, I will see you guys in the next issue. See ya!